We in it, standing on business. I float so magnificent, waters through Lake Michigan with a gold rope. Hulk Hogan way I'm pinning shit, that stone cold snow. Whiter than St. Nicholas, crack cocaine lyricist, pen game ridiculous. But if I wasn't in the rap game, I probably had my 2 feet, 100 yards and shoulder pads, man. That's quite the reach with mediocre game. But since these songs slap bang, I think I could be.
We're live. All right, we're live. We are here. Finally, man. We are here. We are here. Yo, first off, man, I want to say welcome to my brother, Flexx. Yes, sir. My brother right here, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you popping up. It's been a minute that I've been having this idea of having this. I don't even want to call it a podcast, bro. I just want to call it like, I want to talk to my brothers.
Like chilling, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, have a conversation, man. We make music. You make music. You know, I know you doing it over there in Lansing, Michigan, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing, man. And I wanted, we wanted to start the podcast and have some, some talk, you know what I'm saying to you about about the artist.
Yeah.
And that's what we call the show, Mind the Artist.
Mind the Artist?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Good
title.
Yeah. You feel me?
Absolutely, brother.
You feel me? Sir. Pay attention to the artist, man. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, man, stopping by, bro.
Well, it's likewise, man. I genuinely appreciate, reaching out as well, bro. We've been tapped in for quite a long time, man. We met in the Uber, low key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even outside of that, bro, we've always showed love on social media and stuff like that. Stay tapped in. I love Chicago, man. It's definitely my second home. All the time coming out here, dog. It's just amazing to always be here. And I appreciate you inviting me to your home, man, and being on the show. It's an honor, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you coming through, man. I appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, my man. Tell the people what was you doing in Chicago this weekend, man? You were in Chicago this weekend. You had a show, didn't you?
Yeah. So I had a show. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to perform. Mm-hmm. It was just issues with organization, stuff like that. No disrespect to the venue or anything like that, but I was here to pretty much perform on the show. Also, I had my friends who had came through as well, so it was just like it would have been great to perform, but it's all right. I'll definitely be back. There's a lot of different platforms and stuff like that I'm following that does things in the Midwest all throughout. So shout out to Spit and Bars. I actually performed there at Skeletones in Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. So that was actually a pretty good experience. I've been just out performing, man, and getting my name up in the Lansing, Michigan area, and just trying to be multi-talented, multi-versited, or whatever you call it, versatile.
Multi-versatile. They get it.
You know what I'm saying. You got it.
They get it. They speak English. They get it.
But yeah, I've been just up in my sound engineering game, my mastering game. I've been up in my, just artistry game, all that, all my music. And things of that nature, just been trying to get my craft up. I've been hearing good feedback from my friends and supporters that gotten a lot better since, when I first was in college, recording in the dorm rooms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We all got to start somewhere. So
yes, sir.
I feel like I have been getting a lot better and up in my craft for sure. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, bro. Where'd you go to school in Chicago? You went to Chicago, right? You went to school here, right? In Chicago, right?
Nah, technically, real Chicagoans gonna say, it's not. I know how y'all get down over here, man. I lived here for 4 years. I'm already knowing. Elmhurst is not Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was at Elmhurst College, though. Well, it's university now. So
it's
university.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went out there. I was playing football for a bit. Division III school.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's true.
And it was pretty dope. Good experience, great school, to be honest. It's just unfortunate I had a bad situation where my father passed away while I was in college. Mm-hmm. And I grew up in Orlando, Florida, so I came up here from Florida.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
For sure, man. I've just been pushing on and, getting things in order just re-pivoting on life, you know what I'm saying? And just sticking with my friends and the people who, you know, love and care and support me, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's really what I've been just trying to do, find my way in the world. Still young, but, you know, over time, you're like, damn, man, you know, it's getting older, but I'll be 27 next month.
Hey, man, you still a baby, man.
Yeah, a lot of people. But you feel that, like, damn, I'm pushing 30, but there's a lot of people like, oh, well, when you're 30 years old, you should have this and this and this, you know, standards of society and stuff like that. So I'm just still figuring my way out, you know, just finding my way, man. We all are, to be honest, so just being real.
Listen, man, this is real talk, bro. This is real talk. The only thing I would tell you, like, I'm older than you. I'm not about to tell y'all my age.
All right, call it that, big bro. Type shit.
You know what I'm saying to you? But here's the thing on a serious note though. Listen, man, I've been doing this for like, I don't know, man, since I was born, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? I've been singing since I could remember.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying to you? One of the things that I used to beat myself over is seeing folks who are like way younger than me at this age. They've already spent 20 years in their career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at their success and comparing it with mine. That's not comparable, bro. I can't compare the experience.
Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy, you know. So it's not really a comparison thing, though. I feel like we do have to compare ourselves in certain ways, in terms of like how you match up with society. We do it subconsciously, you know. Yeah. But for the most part, comparison is the thief of joy. So even as an artist,
that's well put, man.
We all have our own, you know, ways of expressing ourselves and stuff like that. And some people would be like, well, I'm better than him, or he's better than me. There's a lot of ego in this as well. But for me, I'm always humble. I feel like even if I had, you know, $1 million, multi-million, you know, you never know until you get there. But I feel like if I did become influential with my music, that I would still be the same person, or I at least hope I'd be. You know what I'm saying? So just being real with music and the people. The music business is crazy out here. You know, trying to learn that's a huge thing. And within the music business and all that, trying to convert it into something that you make a living off of, that's just the ultimate goal for sure, for anybody, especially me, but just anybody trying to get that up. So, and I feel like as an independent artist and everything, man, like there's been a lot of hate in the music space, man.
Talk about it.
I just feel like there's been, everybody has a scarcity mindset when it comes to a lot of stuff, and I feel like, I don't know if it's because of attention, because it's kind of weird as well when you have like artists in a room. We all have egos no matter what. There's nothing wrong with ego, but when it comes narcissistic, everybody wants all attention on them. When in reality, if you were to work with somebody, attention could be on y'all. And then if it's another person who's a decent person, who's cool and good and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that you like or that you fuck with, and you make music with your friends, the attention can be on them. And then it's just like we all could get money together. We can all come up together. And that's how I've seen it. Now, you can't get with everybody because there are opportunists. That's the only thing I don't like in the music game and everything, is just the opportunist part. But, you know, you have to seek it out, you know, swift it out and stuff like that. So, but that comes over time. That just comes with the territory for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Bro, let me, man, like, this brother here, man, 27 years old, man, this dude's so wise, man. Like, it's one of the reasons, man, I wanted to get you in here, man, and talk to the folks, man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, you know, we have a conversation, and the idea is that you want to spread whatever you have, whatever wisdom you have, you know what I'm saying?
Through music, for sure.
For sure.
Or through whatever. Yeah,
exactly. Because, like, it's about the community.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And one of the reasons that I started this is I was thinking about, like, one, the community, and two, the artist. You know what I'm saying? Now, what can the artist bring to the community, and what can the community bring back in return? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But speaking of community, man, like, what do you perform more, like, mostly, like, when you're in Lansing and wherever you are in your town? Like, what do you perform the most? Like,
you said where or
like
what?
Where? Like,
So the thing about Lansing, Michigan, is that we are a very musical city, and it's crazy. I mean, we're an hour outside Detroit, but we're a very musical city. We have a lot of great talent there. Shout out Mikey Austin, shout out Jarrell, shout out Lando, shout out to all the Lansing artists out there is doing their thing. But it's something missing when it comes to just the push. Because we could be a hub in Michigan, to be honest. And we're getting there slowly. Right. Also, shout out to Nico's Views for hosting that cypher as well for Michigan artists.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And with that, like, we're getting there. We just need one person that, like, sets it off. And, over time, some people, they set it off and then never come back. Kind of like how Kanye did. But there's certain people who do, when they do set it off, they come back and put their whole city on. That's what makes Atlanta so great, because they put each other on.
Right.
When they come back and they, this is my city type shit.
That's facts.
So I feel like with Lansing, we can really do that. Even though we're a small town over there, we just have so much musical talent there, and like we're hearing each other, but we definitely want to take it outside of just the city or the town of Lansing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But over there, man, I'm having a lot of good success with my performances, networking, and stuff like that. So shout out to my dog Jaye, who just did a show. I did the show at the Flexx the other day. It was it's a venue down in Lansing, right by the Sparrow Hospital and stuff like that. And it was dope, and we have a lot of great artists. So you meet a lot of good artists. There was not one artist there that was like bad or anything like that.
Right.
So it's just like, man, we have a lot of great, talent and stuff coming through. And the good thing is that the people who I'm working with, they show love for sure, and then they do recognize me as something that's different. Because that's the one thing I will say, I don't sound like somebody else.
Right.
A lot of people compare me to Drake, though, of course. But light-skinned motherfuckers with beards all look the same. You know how that go. But I don't sound like him, Right. But it is what it is, right? But, there's just some people, though, I've networked with and just continuing to put myself out there and perform a lot. So right now, I want to give a shout out to my dog, After Dollars. Me and him are definitely got some things in the works. We gotta keep it secret. Shout out my dog Ken Kiddo. You know what I'm saying? We finna work on some stuff too. Like I said, shout out J-Mo.
Salute.
And yeah, shout out all the people in Lansing right now that's really trying to get their things out and just get correct. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's what's up.
And shout out my best friend, my dog, Q-Jack. He takes all my photos. He does all my videos. He's an artist as well, so we're planning on working on some stuff with him too, man. That's my best friend, though. We getting it out the mud together, trying to be creatives. He's equally as talented in his craft as I feel like I am.
Does he come here to Chicago as well?
I bought him here one time, showed him a little good time. He can't get enough of it though. He's like, bro, when the next time you coming back?
Man,
like, you know what I'm saying?
You should bring
I definitely gonna bring him.
When you come back with him, man, bring him up here, man.
Yeah, I'd love to have him here too. He definitely would love to tap in with you for sure.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, what's his name?
Q-Jack.
Q-Jack. Hey, Q-Jack, man, you're next, bro.
Hell yeah.
Next,
so we gonna get him up in here.
All right, that's what's up, man.
Yes,
that's what's up. Yeah, man, listen, man, like, let me ask you, like, when I hear you talk about your music, I was listening to one of your songs, bro. Like, the title is One Love. And, like, listen, man, I met you. I think we met probably, like,
it's been a minute.
Uber. It's been about like 4 years, 4 years, I think. Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you? And bro, I listened to that song and I'm like, damn, this song should be like, this should be playing in the like wherever, especially in the black community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? Like that kind of sound, that kind of message. You know what I'm saying? Like, there used to be a time we had like this hip hop conscious. Like, I mean, it's still around. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You know, if the conscious hip hop still around. But you have to understand, hip hop basically started being with consciousness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you?
I did the research too. My OG put me on game, so you know, Public Enemy, Brand Nubian. Right. Stuff like that, and then it evolved into like Nas, who is greatly underrated, the best conscious rapper of all time to me. I know you love that Nas Damian Marley joint, Distant Relatives. So like, yeah, it definitely with that song, it definitely was inspired by just what I seen around me. It was during COVID when they had the Black Lives Matter riots and stuff like that. And I typically, like, for me, I get political sometimes, but for the most part, I just keep it generic. Yeah. But I have my own opinions. But as an artist, you got to make sure you skate the line and just have people who can relate to your music. But at that time, I feel like a lot of people could relate to what I was saying. Right. So I put that out, and it was just mini, bro. It was one of those where I had a little iPhone type shit, and it was good. I just clipped them all together. And put little clips and shit in between. So that's really how I made the video. And then I recorded it in my grandpa's basement type shit. Man. So, but I still spent time mixing it, stuff like that, getting that in order and getting it right. So I'm genuinely appreciative that you like it. And I definitely want to make more conscious music. It's just in this state, we definitely of like just in the world, bro, is we can't have an opinion these days. Yeah. No matter who it is, like if it's good messaging or bad messaging, it's like someone's always going to critique you, and someone's always going to say, "Oh, get hurt by something, man." It's just dumb. You can't have an opinion these days. Yeah. So back then, they actually had more opinions. Yeah. They had more conscious rhymes, and it actually helped uplifted the people for sure. Man. Yeah. And I will say, in my personal opinion, I don't even really think his opinion is facts at this point. Hip hop was definitely infiltrated by some people who had meetings and was like, "Yo, this is too powerful." Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's way too powerful for the black mind to have conscious. Because when I listen to a conscious album, I start thinking about shit like, wow, like putting pieces together and shit like that. So they definitely had to shift the paradigm. And they try to disguise it as a consequence of history, like what Wise Intelligent was saying back in 2006. But I'm like, nah, it's not a consequence of history. I think the people who now own the media companies, stuff like that, I'm not going to say who it is. Right. But, just to get on that, right? But it just shifted now, and now it's all one sound, one thing. And I think record labels nowadays are like hurting for new talent. That's why you're not really seeing no new superstars coming out. Or if there are new superstars coming out, they're only like hot for a year, and then you know what I'm saying, and they're not going, and that's it, because they're not saying nothing that people fuck with. And the thing is, like, you can be cool. Like, I think we should have the drill, we should have the the good, what I'm saying, party sounds and shit like that. It's always been like that, but it's always good to have that balance too, though, because I know back in the days they had more of a balance.
Preach, man. Preach. Bro, keep going, man. I want to hear more, man. I want to hear more of that stuff, man. Hip-hop definitely got infiltrated, bro. Yeah.
So what would you say for you growing up, like your favorite hip-hop, like albums, the consciousness and stuff like that? What would you say?
Definitely the era, it definitely for me was KRS-One, man.
Yep.
This brother right here, man. KRS-One was my guy, bro. I mean, still my guy. You know what I'm saying, dude? He's still my guy. Because, like, when you hear, and obviously Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, of course, like, Tupac made
you can see
amazing.
Right here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying to you?
That's
that's my number one guy. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I keep telling people there's no way they were going to let him leave.
Nah, for sure.
They had to get rid of him because that was not good for what they were planning to do to the culture. Yeah,
it would have been very tough if we had autonomy over hip hop. But that's just what it is at this point, because like I said, the music business is what really kind of killed creativity to a degree. I do think there's still great rappers and artists out there. Oh
yes, of course.
But when it comes to new stars and the new youth. It's like also what you grow up on is like huge shaping in your upbringing too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm a late 90s baby. So we grew up in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like Common, stuff like that. But also you had the 3 6 Mafias and all that. Mike Jones. Right. I grew up in Florida too. So T-Pain's popping, all that shit. So But now it's like growing up. Now it's like who really can you listen to? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name names, but you know how rappers are today. Like they're good for hits, but what else? You know? So I feel like it should get back to that. There are a lot of great rappers though that are still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. So
yeah, man. I mean, there's still a lot of solid guys out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think for me, it's right now, man. Like you said earlier, like it's like having a community.
yeah,
Putting a community around like what artists feel like, you know, I don't feel like I'm stepping over you. You don't feel like you're stepping over me. We're appreciating each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the those guys, those of us, you know, making, you know, kind of underground or independent music. You know what I'm saying to you? Speaking of independent, bro, like you've been doing this for how long, man? How long have you been doing this?
All right, so technically, it's been 10 years since 2015, so my sophomore year in high school. But seriously, like with studio recording, it's only been about 3, possibly. I think 2022 is when I really got my first internship at Risky Studios. So I've been making music ever since before then, but to actually be in a recording studio and learning engineering and sound engineering and stuff like that, it was a great opportunity that Josh and the Southern family had gave me for sure, which I'm very grateful for. You know what I'm saying? And that is what helped me help craft my sound and help craft where I want to go with it, how I can mix myself, you know, how I can I've been always recording myself, but I just didn't have the access to a studio to actually learn how to mix and do sound engineering. So they really gave me my start for sure in terms of like just music making on a serious quality level. Other than that, though, I have old demos and they sound terrible, but the songs are good.
Hey, man.
But you know, the quality wasn't there. So I'm making quality music now. I feel, despite any of that, I still have a lot of people who I'm working with in the Lansing area that have like studios in their house or studios that are, you know, in their recreational spaces and stuff like that. So I've just been glad and humbled that I'm able to express, like, you know, put my name out there. And a lot of people want to work with me too. So I'm just very glad to genuinely be in a spot where I can be self-sufficient to a degree. And also, like, I'm not selfish either. Like, if I'm over somebody's house and they got a recording studio and they're showing me their songs, like, I give them energy on like how good their stuff is. I give them critiques. You know, I'll be like, yeah, that's dope. Like that's fire as hell. Or I'll be like, nah, bro, you might have to re-sing that. This song's cool shit, but it's humble though. And then you know, I'll help mix their shit. I'll be just as passionate about mixing their shit as I am recording my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like the musical thing has been something for me for sure that I've been trying to pursue. It's just making the business part out of it is just something to learn along the way, especially being independent, man.
Yeah. So basically, like what I'm hearing you saying, man, like it seems like you not only you rap and you write and compose and you actually create your own stuff as well.
So I'm not a producer yet. I will eventually try to get there. But right now I just do the engineering and I arrange it. I technically am a producer. I just don't make beats. The producer helps arrange that track and stuff like that, where you should put things, how it should sound. So that's technically what producers do. But I just don't make beats yet.
You don't make beats yet, but you basically act as an engineer as well. You know so. Which is like something pretty. That's
it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have. That's not a lot of guys. I don't have any engineers.
It's all good. Skills, you just plug and play with a template.
Plug and play. That's it. You know what I'm saying to you. So that's a good trait to have, man, and obviously a good skill to have, and this is something you're willing to actually help others with. And this is obviously something you went to school for, that you learn doing, you know what I'm saying to you. So that's pretty dope, bro.
I appreciate it.
But hey, by the way, that song One Love, man, I'm gonna play it for y'all at the end. Okay, I will play it for you guys so you guys can listen to that song, man. It's and of course it's not made for everyone though. I got to warn y'all. It's not made for anyone. Like, if your mind is not, I'm not saying like you in a bad space. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not for you, it's just not for you. That's because it's music. Because music's subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's subjective, and you can always, it's like having an opinion. You can like it or not like it, but it doesn't make my opinion about how I feel like change at all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Exactly, man.
But yeah, I appreciate the love on that for sure.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. We're gonna take a pause because the pizza guy's calling.
That's all good. Perfect.
Yeah. So we are back in the Easy House.
Yup, we in there. You just had some good ass food. Appreciate you, my dog.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
you got it, bro.
I
appreciate
Munching
you.
Munching and Sarpinos, Chicago pizza.
So my pizza was going to be, jalapenos, bell pepper, what's the other thing? Pineapple.
Yeah, he was telling me how Chicagoans eat pizza, bro. They be eating shit with a fork out here, which is crazy. Fork and a knife, man.
Fork and a knife, everything.
But hey, bro, I do remember the Giordano's, bro, the deep dish and shit, where you like cut it with a knife and eat it like a steak. Like, what the hell is this? This is crazy though, yeah. But
cut it and build it up like cake.
In my 4 years of living here, I just stuck to cheese. I just said, fuck it. I like the deep dish, but I'm gonna eat it like with my hand type shit. But it's all clean.
That's all good, man. It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, yeah. Speaking of music community, let me ask you something. Do you feel like you're getting because you mentioned a lot of cats, like you shout out to a lot of your homies, your buddies, friends and everything, you know what I'm saying? People who's help you and who's still helping you right now, especially your friend, who's helping you with the videos. And what's his name again, your friend? He was shooting
Q-Jack.
a video? Yeah, Q-Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You mentioned Q-Jack and everything. Do you feel like you're getting like enough do you feel like you're getting enough support from the community itself, like not the musicians so much?
Yeah. I would just say it's tough to really measure because not everybody's into music like that. They'll like only go off of what the jams are and what the masses really, because you're pretty much saying, the masses at that point, that's really what you want to market to,
right? To
hear a lot of ears. But there are a good percentage of people who don't really take an interest in music. But the people who do, the key, I feel like, is tapping into a certain market or a niche that you really, can build your own fan base based on who likes you rather than trying to have everybody like you. Mm-hmm. So for me, in Lansing, I feel like I get recognition. Support will be something different. And I guess we'll figure that out once I, get my CDs and, stuff like that out, and merch, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I get a good amount of support from like, people who are seeing that I'm different. Okay. And I'm it's like a breath of fresh air. Right. You know what I'm saying? To a place like Lansing where, we have so many different diverse styles. We got the boom bap backpackers, what I'm saying? Shout out Sean Mike, and Parker, and Chase, my dogs over there. Okay. And then, you got the R&B singers, you got the neo soul singers and stuff like that, rappers and stuff like that in our area. And then we have like obviously the hardcore. We have a Detroit sound over there because everybody wants to sound like Detroit. Right. Which is cool. Like I'm not against like hard, like gang bang type shit. Mm-hmm. But again, like if it's only you doing that, and that's all the only artist that like that's all you aspire to do is just do that. Right. That becomes an issue when it comes to balance. So you should be able to know how to do it all. Right. But just sticking doing that, like drill music, stuff like that, it will just significantly limit you artistically for sure. Right. But there are a lot of dope motherfuckers who actually do like, that type of music. And who actually do like trap rap and stuff like that. So I want to say off the top of my head, he lives in Kalamazoo now, but shout out to STS Solo, my dog Solo, bro. He's dope. I don't know him personally, but I met him. Well, know of him through my cousin who used to work with him type shit.
Acquaintances, yeah.
Yeah, he makes some really dope music, so I really feel like he's doing real good things in Michigan right now. That's just I think he's in Kalamazoo. Don't kill me, bro, if I had the wrong location. But I think he used to live in Lansing, and my cousin put me onto him. So I was like, damn. Okay. And then I watched the Nico's views of his song called Casamigo Crazy. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, but it was, it's called Casamigo Crazy. Oh, yeah? When you listen to it, bro, it's like a club jam, like early 2000s jam. So, like, we have shit like that that's there, bro. Like, it's just it's a support we have to get from other people.
Do you feel he's appreciated?
I would say, guys like him, he's appreciated amongst, like, he's carving out his own lane. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing, like, just carving out their own lane for people based on taste. Because everybody has different tastes. So if you like somebody who likes your music, I make more, like, tasteful kind of music as well. Not, like, raunchy or none of that, but none against the people who want to do the raunchy stuff. But I feel like it's too much of it. That's the problem. So if how you going to be different, that helps you stand out more. So it's a catch-22 for me, meaning like it's a win for me. That I'm not just doing that because everybody else is doing it. When they first get into it, they don't really know a lot about music. They just rap and write. But if you know how to engineer, produce yourself, do all that stuff, bro, you can really put your own vision.
Which you do.
Bring it to life, yeah.
Which you kind of do.
Exactly. So I'm just proud of that I'm able to do that for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Because like one of the things I'm hearing is like you're talking about like you're not just making music just to make it. You're making music because that's basically you're trying to pass on a message. You're trying to create something through that, right? Is that am I getting? I
would say, yeah. Also, like music, I would like to say, pass on a message is a good thing. It's not always my intention though. Sometimes music is just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you just make fun party stuff like that. Right. What I want to do is actually have like an inspiration for people to be different. Cause my recent EP that I dropped called Windmills, it wasn't really like conscious per se. It had some kind of like conscious references to it, but it was more like trying to display my skill and display that you could sound raw as hell, but you don't have to sound like you from a specific area, or that you have to talk about game hanging and shooting and thugs and guns, and you don't have to do that to sound raw and get respect. You know what I'm saying? Off top. So that's really what the message was from my last one.
And Kanye didn't have to do that.
That's what I'm saying. And Kanye's career was just a good inspiration for me. He's definitely an inspiration. Of course, Drake, Kanye, and Nas, those are my three, my main three. And Kanye, when he did his Graduation, I think is his greatest album. That's my favorite album of his. A lot of people like College Dropout, Late Registration, which I like that too. But Graduation is my favorite album of his because he still portrayed a black masculine image. But he didn't talk about... That's scary, too. That's scary to America, too. Yeah, exactly. He didn't talk about, like, thug stuff like that. Yeah. He talked about, like, I wish it would, stuff like that. Like, he'll let, he still represented on the black masculine spectrum, but he wasn't, like hard... cutting through, And I was around the time when, like... 50 Cent was really on his top. And, 50 Cent was technically a thug rapper, but I fought with him because he was skilled. He knew how to rap. He wasn't just like, in the goddamn, because back then you had to actually know how to rap to really be on for real. Like today, it's like motherfuckers put auto-tune on all the way up on 100% and then just start mumbling and the shit, you know what I'm saying? And then thinking they raw as hell. And I'm just like, bro, no hate to them people, but it's just like, bro, you're not... being different because that's what everybody else doing. Right. And you get money from it, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, then are you really an artist then? Right. Because I don't like calling myself a rapper because there's a difference between a rapper and an artist for me. An artist actually and there's a difference between a singer and stuff like that. And my dog, Mr. Love, his name's Rob, over in Lansing, he's a singer over there. And when we chopped it up, a while back. Hey man, like all these names, like I don't mean to cut you up. I'm sorry. Like, all this name, man. You got to make sure that the people out there, man, they go out and check these guys out. Oh man. Go check them out, man, for sure. But go ahead, bro. You were saying like he was making a difference. And this stuck with me, to be honest. When he was telling me this, he said there's a difference between a singer and a vocalist and somebody who makes music, someone who's an artist. Yeah. And someone who's a rapper. Well, that's facts. So, for example, Usher would be considered a singer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Drake, is he a singer? No. He's a vocalist who knows how to sing, but he raps as well. He's an artist. That's what Drake is. He's an artist. He actually
definitely
does a vision. He doesn't just get on the microphone and start. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick, he's an artist. If you look at how great his musical, and I like Kendrick how he maintains that balance with a message. Because Drake, he doesn't really have a message in his music.
Right.
But you gotta give him respect because he's
for the ladies, man.
Yeah. Well, even then, outside of that though, because he do be having some hard shit. He do be having some hard shit. But do I think like, oh yeah, Drake is hard as hell? No, he's just an artist. But Kendrick's a great artist because his music videos, his direction, his vision, and what he portrays, like his live performances are great and stuff like that. So I think there's a time and place for everything. If you want to hear something with a message, you might want to put on a Kendrick. But if you want to hear something for just like vibes and feeling it, you might want to put on a Drake or something like that. And that rap beef was, it was crazy. I think Kendrick won, but I'm a fan of Drake, too. I like both. Everybody thinks like just because you give one credit, the other one you can't. You can't give the other one credit. So no, I'm a fan of both of them. It was actually a good thing for hip hop for sure. So that battle thing, man, it was dope.
That battle was raw, man.
It was crazy. But Kendrick definitely won.
Yeah.
But there's flaws in Kendrick as well. As much as everybody says Kendrick is the best and and number one right now, there's flaws in him too. Because sometimes you don't always want to hear a message all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's certain songs that Kendrick kind of goes too deep on, and I don't really have like a lot of replay value.
You gotta go.
No disrespect to Kendrick. If
you gotta do your research.
But you know what I'm saying? So it all depends like what your intention is. But I can respect people with a message and people who are like artists, such as myself. Just the people I don't respect is the people who don't respect the craft.
My brother.
Meaning like, you know what I'm saying? Like
my brother.
Like I said, the people who just plug shit in and just start rapping, and then act like you raw as hell.
Right.
And I'm just like, bro, that's cool for what you're doing.
Right.
But if you go up against a real lyricist, and I have no problem with like hood music and shit like that. But that's what a lot of hood music has became. When back then, like you were saying, hood music was all of it. It wasn't just, conjured, and it wasn't just like gangster thug stuff.
The woman,
it was actually a message also. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I think Nas is one of the greatest to me because he had conscious records, he had club records,
big time,
and he had thug records,
big time.
So I fuck with all of it. Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we need to bring more of that back, and those are the guys I study and try to be like. Now the issue with me and where my flaw will be is that I'm able to write a club record, but it has to be with somebody who's more in tune with the masses.
In tune, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I actually have one with a homie of mine. His name's Jarrell. I shouted out earlier, and V2. Those two guys, like, we chopped it up and, you know what I'm saying, made a cool ass song. Like, I've been chilling on the east side, yeah. Like, stuff like that. But for me personally, club records aren't really my spin. So the thing is if I, spins like that could, drastically dwindle your career to a degree if you don't know how to tap in with the masses at some point. Right. So that's the only thing I got to figure out, just carving my own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I hear you, man.
But some people only make music just for the masses,
just for that, right.
Just to get popular.
You got to get that money, man.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but, there is something wrong with it, but it's not, there's nothing wrong with doing it for the money. For the money, right. But don't act like you raw as hell just because you got 100 million followers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's a difference between making a good music and you just have a lot of followers and people just follow you, but you're not good. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hate is when people get arrogant thinking they're good and they're not. But so just because you got good following, And that's what it's about nowadays, to get money. But there's a lot of skilled individuals who just don't have the following yet, and that's fine. You could suck as much as you suck, man. Once you have a follower, a follower, man. You know what I'm saying? You're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether your music was good, whether it sucked, whether it's like whatever. Yeah. So long as your following is up there, you can always make money. Unfortunately, that's in everything, bro. That's in everything. Like, and sometimes this is where I try not to let myself go. Making music shouldn't be like you said. You just said something earlier about being an artist and a singer.
Like the difference between an artist, a rapper, or an artist or a singer. You know what I'm saying to you? There's like two different people. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, you look at a guy like who's out there like, I'm an artist, man. I create.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying to you? I create. You want to do the engineering? I'm here.
Yep.
You want to do the sound check? I'm here. You want to do the singing, the vocals? I'm here. You understand? You want to create something for the community, for people to actually have something here. After I leave here 20 years from now, my art's still here. That's an artist.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Like a lot of the things, like in the musician, the singer or the rapper, like you just said, the stuff come out today and next week they need another one.
And like I said back then, music had more substance. And today, music still has substance. You got the J. Cole's. I fuck with J. Cole.
Oh yeah, right? Oh yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Man. Heck yeah.
But think about like J. Cole. He's not gonna have the. He's still like he's an anomaly to a degree because he has that following because he got on already.
Right.
But like, say if J. Cole was an independent artist and he never got to Drake status, you know, where would he be right now?
Yeah.
I think he would still be very successful, but he wouldn't be a reference in a household name.
He's definitely an outlier.
He's an outlier, but he's very skilled.
Right.
And J. Cole could produce and all that. So when he say he raw, I believe him. When Drake say I'm good, I believe him. When Kendrick say I'm good, I believe him.
Right.
But if you know, little man on the block just and you got 100 million views, and you say, oh yeah, I'm raw as hell at this rap shit. I'm sorry, I can't believe you.
And the thing is, like, let's just make sure we let people know, like, we're not.
And again, I'm not hating or nothing, but you know,
because you know, people call everything hating. Like, you know, you critique something, it's hate.
Yeah, like I have none against like drill music, stuff like that. Like you know, I fought with Dirk, Future, all them. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually be raw. Young Thug, they actually raw at what they do. So when they say they good, I believe it. But like if you know, like people can change overnight and stuff like that and grow their art. But there are some people who, you know, try and do it for attention or money, bro. And
yeah, man. And that's you know, I mean,
sometimes it ain't it.
I hear you. I mean, the artist is just actually build things up. That's what the artist does.
Yeah.
The artist build things up. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like the guy who's just like who's just here for the money. He just sing some woo 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He's good to go. You know what I'm saying? And then by next week, he need another jam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you? And if he doesn't have it, then he's not here because he's not an artist.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you? So, and kudos to all of that, to both of them. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying like you want to be the artist. That's where you want to be. You want to be in that lane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying to you?
Just the independent route is just different though, of course, but eventually I'll figure it out. A huge inspiration on the independent thing though is for me is Larry June because he's very big. Larry June is dope. Larry June is dope, and he's independent. He had a new album with 2 Chainz that was amazing. Too. And yeah, bro. So that's a huge inspiration for me on like the hustle and the grind of everything.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So yeah, homie is cold. So
that's
for
what's
sure.
up. That's what's up, man. Yo, man. Like, listen, man. We're about to get to the end of the man. We could sit here and talk for like a whole like. Did we not talk about this like on the break though? Like seriously, like
more shit.
We could go for like 4 hours, bro.
We just couldn't eat pizza on camera. You know? It's a sacred rule in Chicago. Can't eat pizza on camera.
You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't have pineapples. You know, but real stuff, bro. Real stuff, man. We could go forever, man. But Jay Flexx, man, I appreciate you. Hey, everybody, man, give it up for my brother, bro, Jay Flexx, man. This man here, this dude here is real as they come, man. And bro, like I'm gonna say it on camera, I'm gonna say it for everyone to hear. I told you this before. I love you, man.
Much love to you too.
I love you, man. It's a pleasure to have met you, man.
Absolutely. Man.
It's when they say like iron sharpen iron. You know what I'm saying to you.
That's so
you're that guy for me, man. And I hope I'm half of that guy for you too as well, my man.
You the same thing to me. And I really hope to tap in with you on, because you do a different genre as well. So that's a great thing. Like I said, the Nas thing.
And we got something coming. We got some
things coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
And much love. And I appreciate you opening and things up to me as well, staying in touch with me, bro, showing love. Because you have been showing a lot of love on social media, too,
I appreciate that, man.
It means a lot. And then I've been seeing you doing your things, too, bro. So, and it takes grind and respect. From artist to artist, we know what goes into it, bro. So I just want to say much respect and give you your flowers, too, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, but I just appreciate the love and just much respect, bro.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. My whole thing right now, man, is actually to help my brothers, like especially brothers like you, man. Like if I have to put everything on hold and to push you, you know what I'm saying to you, that's what I'm going to do. And when I tell people this, they think I'm playing, man. Like I would like if I have the chance today, and all those guys that you mentioned, I don't even know them. That's why I told you, like, we're gonna have to link up with those guys and actually, even if I don't meet with them. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't meet with them, but just like link them up so people can go follow these guys, listen to their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I will give the whole list of shout outs right now. Yeah. But we finna end this thing, and you know, I can be here all day naming all the artists.
Exactly. But we can link them up in the under the in the Instagram, YouTube, and all this stuff. Yeah,
for sure. And then last remarks, Windmills EP out now. Working on an R&B joint right now. It's called Nice to Meet You. That would probably that's to be announced, but that's definitely in the works. Performances coming soon. You'll catch me at Sir Pizza March 8th in Lansing, Michigan as well. Shout out to J-Mo again for hosting that event. And I just got a lot more music in the works. So you can find me on Instagram at jflexx, Jaye, flex with 2 X's. Same thing for Twitter. You can say same thing for Facebook. Sorry, but that would be everything that's in the works right now.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, my man. You got everything right. You gave the people everything where they can follow you, your song.
Absolutely.
Like, where can they find your song? Like right now. Like,
right now, I'm just on YouTube and SoundCloud. Just due to the fact that there's still funding that I'm putting together, a budget I'm putting together for buying the actual the beats. The song One Love is on YouTube only. Again, that's only going to be on YouTube unless I remake the beat or something like that, due to the fact that that's a Scarface beat. Okay. So, but I just had to spit on it for, just for that purpose. So with that, you'll just find out on YouTube. And right now, I'm working on getting my stuff on Spotify and all the distro kids, stuff like that. Right. So, but for right now, you catch me on YouTube and SoundCloud. Both of them, JFlexx, Jaye, Flex with 2 X's.
All right, that's what's up. All right, man, JFlexx, my brother.
Appreciate you, G.
Much love, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you stopping by, man. Hey, once again, give him the name of the podcast, man. Mind the Artist.
The Artist. Mind the Artist?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you on the Mind the Artist podcast. We appreciate you tapping in.
All right.
JFlexx out.
Peace, y'all.
Jean Ricard.
Jean Ricard out. This your man, Jean Ricard. This your boy, JFlexx. Peace, y'all.